Good idea. Fair point.
Yeah.
You got to get your fan base,
Welcome to the Rejects Roundtable. There you go. Hey, you see? Please send help. Is that it? Yeah.
We are streaming.
You're
by the way.
staring at me like I'm about to do something. Like, fuck off.
Just watching.
I love it. So yeah. Are we started or not?
Yes, yeah, we have.
Okay, wonderful.
All right, let's read this.
Fucking wonderful. No, don't you fucking dare. Man, I will shove a grape up your nose. I found some baby carrots
so
today,
back
and I
to
shoved them up my
intros.
nose. Anyway,
So what's your name?
oh yeah, my name's Adam.
My name's Aaron,
And my name's Lachlan.
and we are the Rechecks Roundtable.
Yeah, please send help because I was shoving baby carrots up my nose.
I'm like a walrus. I put them in my mouth. And go, nom, 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 nom,
You
nom.
don't want those in your mouth. Like literally, I shoved them pretty far up there, and I was in the car just staring at people next to us, and Taylor's just started whacking me. She's like, "Stop that!" And I'm
You guys just ever
"What?"
like when you eat food, you just like get stuff and it like goes through your like nose path, your nasal path, and gets stuck in your nose. And you
Yes.
blow it out, and you're like, "Why is there a piece of bacon?" I'm gonna
No,
read.
I've never had that.
Have you not?
Have you never? How have you sneezed while you're eating something?
No.
Ah,
yeah,
that's
you
why.
see, that's why.
We're gonna make him sneeze. I'm gonna blow
Yeah.
pepper in his face.
Yeah, next time you're
Get the
eating
pepper.
like I don't know what's the worst thing to go through your nose?
Probably
Hot
noodles.
sauce, no hot sauce. Hot no.
Generally, noodles feels weird.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. It's like long boogies. It's weird.
I remember
Very
when at school we were playing Foursquare, and there was this one person who came up. He's like, "Oh, hey guys," and then sneezed, and noodles came out of his nose, and just like Jesus
You're
Christ,
like, what is this?
yeah,
Remember, don't lean on that
a
side.
breaking shit, mate.
I am breaking stuff already. Apparently.
Don't lean on that side. It's not
So
bolted together.
I guess we
properly.
got a new objective for your life. Like you're turning old soon.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna get you to blow food out of your nose.
I don't know if I want to do that.
It's a weird sensation where you take a tissue away, and it's just a pea,
The
or a
pig.
piece of bacon,
Wow.
or a little noodle from some big
Massive
brain.
navel cavity.
I thought you said blue, as in the color blue food out your nose, and I was like, what
Yeah, I'm
food
blowing
is blue?
blue food.
Yeah, blue food.
It's like the Smurfs have blue food or something.
Yeah, that's why they're blue.
That's why they're blue.
Do you know what the Scottish did? When
I
they
don't
had
want to know what the
protesters?
Scottish did.
No.
No one wants to know what they did.
The
Scottish are just Scottish, man.
Hold up.
Sorry, Scottish.
When they had protesters in the streets, right? No, they couldn't identify who it was, right? Because they had masks on and shit like that. So what they did is they got the fire jets out, like the big jets with the water, and they sprayed the crowd, and the crowd dispersed eventually. But what they did is they put blue coloring in it, blue food dye. So whoever looked like a Smurf the next day, they nicked.
They knew.
It worked, okay.
That's how you do it.
It's perfect. We just Smurf Village after now. Isn't it that family that like because of a rare disorder or something, they're like blue? It's like a
You
blood.
mean the zinc guy? The
Yeah,
guy
the-
that microwaves fucking pennies in his milk, so therefore you can get the
No,
zinc
no, like
oxide in
it's
it.
generally a
is that
family
something else?
in Texas. There's a not Texas, just somewhere in America. I
It's
think.
always in Texas, mate.
Probably Texas.
Come on, if it's scary and creepy,
And they have a disorder because of certain things they've done in their family.
All right.
All right, hint, hint. And it's like a rare disorder in their blood that their skin's blue because of just the maybe there's like an over exertion of oxygen in their blood, I think, and it makes their skin blue. So there's real Smurfs among us.
Yeah, right.
Believe it. It's not aliens. It's Smurfs,
Did
there's
you-
like
and there's just
a-
one Smurfette.
Yeah, there's like a disease or like a sickness that you can get very rare, but like when you're allergic to sunlight, it's like
Yeah.
real vampirism.
How like horrific is that though? Like,
Yeah, it would be horrible. You'd have to be covered up.
like 1,000 plus sunscreen.
Yeah.
Why?
SPF 1000.
1001.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
do you reckon that's where
It's
like
alright.
age-old tales come from though? Because like these disorders existed, and it's
Yeah.
like someone just had to be dressed up because they're allergic to the sun.
Yeah.
It's like that's a vampire.
He only
Burn
came
her.
out in the night. Yeah.
Burn her.
And he
Most-
happened to like, I don't know, eat people or something.
Most of the zombie entails actually came from people that had leprosy. So yeah,
you go.
very interesting because they're nearly half dead anyway. And also there is actually a disease that's also called a zombie disease, which is infecting ants, but there is
Oh,
a
yeah, the
human
fungal one?
variant. Yeah, the fungal one.
It-
That's
it's-
actually really cool.
I think it jumped to like grasshoppers or something as
Oh
well.
no,
And so
I'm scared.
it's
Last
a bit
of Us.
sketchy. Yeah. Because it's
With
like,
the clickers just like That's
Yeah.
it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Game
shit.
over, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it jumped to like a bunch of grasshoppers and stuff like that, and so it's like, oh, that's quite a leap in DNA differences.
Yeah, that's scary.
And so it's like, well, hold on, how is that?
How's that
You
possible?
mutate to that? Could it eventually mutate to people?
Because I know
we all want a zombie apocalypse, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I can't argue against it. I know I'm not going to survive because I can't run for shit, but
You can fight to.
it'll be fun. Like, honestly, I
you
think
can
I'll...
fight 3 zombies and game over.
Yeah. At least I could have, like, my half hour of Daisy.
You have
Yeah.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson running at you and like, that's it, I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
imagine.
being smothered
The
by
Rock.
those pecs. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be so wonderful.
Oh, how unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Oh, yeah, that'd be fortunate, mate.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then behind him will be Ryan
Please,
Reynolds
zombie
just with his
apocalypse.
sarcasm for some reason. I don't know.
Please, zombie apocalypse. Please happen.
And then Mark Wahlberg will come around the corner just with his biceps and start squishing them against you. Like, I don't know.
Well, something just happened in here.
Yeah, yeah, imagine that. That'd be
weird,
weird.
weird stuff. Talking about like ancient mythology, like creatures. No, do you reckon dragons were real? Because I was watching, just when you scroll Instagram reels and there's that stupid. Was it like Jack's animations or something? Have you ever seen that? And it he talks about different stuff, and he was talking about in a village they thought it was a dragon head they found, so they built a dragon statue, and then they studied it like 30 years ago, and it was just like an ancient rhinoceros from the Ice Age.
That's fair enough. I feel like they're pretty dragon head shaped.
Yeah,
Especially the
it's like
skull.
the skull would have looked like a dragon.
Yeah, because there'd be no horn.
Like, because they thought dragons could have been real. It's just that bone density in their wings. Like, those would generally just, like, rot away to dust.
Yeah.
So there's no evidence of it left.
Because most of it wouldn't be actual, like, hard bone density. It would be, like, cartilage. Kind of like
Yeah,
most
because it's
birds.
like with birds, yeah. Their wings, the bones are super, like, minuscule.
They're like, and they're also
Super
like,
light.
they're not even solid,
No,
like
hollow.
hexagonal and stuff like that, and hollow, because strong but
To be able to fly.
light.
That's why they think, like, dragons could have been real. There's just no bones left to actually study it.
Do you know what I saw today? I was
dragon.
driving- No,
Saw a
close.
dragon.
Oh, very
Dragon
fucking
Ball.
They're
close.
real.
Dragon Balls. Oh.
Alduin.
No, but hold up. Okay, cool. Anyway, we were driving along, and as we were driving, I saw this bird, and I was like, "It's an owl," but it's daytime. It shouldn't be an owl.
Shouldn't be an hour this time of day.
And I was like, "It's a grey owl." Like, that's weird. But then I looked closer. It looked like a fucking falcon. I was like, "We don't have falcons here." And then I was like, "Oh, that's one of those. That's
Frogmouth.
they sound yes, they sound so cool. They are so cool."
So this was on, to cut you off, this was on Wednesday, on our 40-degree day.
Oof.
And I was just like at camp, and I walked past the fire hose reel, like the emergency one, and I generally just thought it was taxidermy at first. And then I walked past it again, and I turned around and I'm like, wait, that's real. I was like, where did this come from?
And what are they?
Thank
Are they
Yeah.
are they 20 frogmouths?
Yeah,
Or
20
something?
frogmouth.
24 mouth.
They're pretty interesting
They're
bird.
really cool. They sound so cool.
Yeah, because it hung around all day because of
Oh,
how hot it was.
We've been trying to
We
keep
just like
cool.
locked the chairs from like the students being able to go near it.
Yeah.
They would have left it a bowl of water.
Oh,
We
that's
was like, all right, well,
Nice.
and
Well, no.
eventually flew off. I was gonna say ran off.
I saw
Fair
this. I saw this. What I think was a falcon, but it was probably a wedge-tailed eagle. And then as we were driving, I saw 3 rabbits, and I was like, "No shit, that thing's there!" Like, duh.
Probably falcon. I don't think we get wedgies around Adelaide.
Oh, not really. It's like when you
It's
drive
KI
like
and
way
like
out.
southern and northern Flinders.
Mm.
Probably when you start getting near Mount
used-
Remarkable, like Port Augusta.
Yeah, that's a good point. I used to see a lot of wedgies up in Victoria though.
Yeah.
Like they're
All
more
over the
there.
place.
But it might have been a falcon. It looked very much like a
I
falcon.
imagine
was like,
falcon because falcons are hunters.
And the
Wedgies are
rabbits were right there
scavengers.
too.
Yeah, wedgies are scavengers, aren't they?
Yeah, most of the time.
That's why
I'm
they got
pretty
shot in early European settlement.
Are the ones that like you see like on the highway and stuff like that are flying in the spot, like floating in the spot, and then they dive down?
sure.
Is that a falcon?
That's a falcon,
That's
yeah.
a falcon.
Because what falcons do is they aerial dive from above, and the factor when they keep in the same position is because they're scanning the ground.
Yep.
Because they have very keen eyesight. Where wedge will kind of just see mostly what's dead and not moving, and then eat it, kind of like a vulture or a crow.
And that's why, like, when they almost got hunted to extinction
They
100
were
years
easy.
ago, is because they were feasting on these dead lamb or sheep that didn't survive the harsh Australian climate. And farmers thought it was the wedge-tailed eagle was killing their cattle. But no, it's our crap climate. Because we go from 3 years of floods and rains to 3 years of drought.
Yeah, fuck.
And then all of a sudden it's rain, drought for a year.
Oh, yeah.
Just like the weather this week when I was in Normanville. 3 days of hot, all of a sudden it's a cold front. I've got 40-kilometer winds and 3-meter swell down at the beach.
Fucking today, right? I get up this morning, I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's fucking cold, right? And then as I was coming home, I was like, oh, it's raining. It was pelting down rain. I was like, yes, it's raining. And I was so happy. And then when I got home, and then we went out again, then it stopped raining. It got sunny again. And I was like, God fucking damn it.
I just want rain, man.
I just want the rain.
Give me the rain. Let me stand out there and dance and do the rain dance.
It started raining at work, and we just went outside and stood in the rain. The boss was like, what are you guys doing? And we're just like, fuck off.
Hippie crap.
We've had 2 weeks of starting early, finishing early, because it's so fucking hot. And paint doesn't like it, so it's just like...
Oh, it's been some feral weather. This summer's been hot.
So get this right. I was in my booth, right, spraying, and I was like, Jesus Christ, it's hot in here. Like, I'm trying to, like, blow down my top, trying to get it nice and cool. And I'm like, fire out. Because you got, like, your clothes on, right?
Yeah.
And then you got your spray suit on top of that. And then you're in this booth that's basically recirculating air, like, constantly. And it's getting hotter and hot. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what the temperature is. Because there is a temperature gauge on the outside. So I walked out, and I was like, it's only 42. Like, Jesus Christ, that's...
Only.
Yeah, and I was like, Jesus Christ, it felt a lot hotter, far out. And I walked over to the other booth, and I started talking to my manager, and I was like, oi, and then I walked in, and I was like, fuck, it's hot in here. And then he goes, yeah, it is. And then I walked over to his temperature gauge, right? And the best bit was, it was 48 in there. And I was like, Jesus Christ, you can cook a chicken nearly. Like, what's happening? And he's standing in there just dripping in sweat. And I'm just like, you're right, mate. And he's like, no. He was in there all day for like, from 5:30 until fucking 2.
What
And I'm like, you poor soul.
Bro went from 96% water to 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you guys will be proud of me. 2 weeks, no energy drinks, and then today is my first day of actually drinking energy drinks.
You went straight back at it.
Oh mate,
Are you
I smashed.
you
2
doing
this
okay?
morning. Yeah, no, I'm fine.
So you leave your laptop on for a fortnight, so you don't drink energy drinks.
Hey, is
And
it
when
still running?
when we turn it off today, it's gonna be energy drink fiasco.
Is it still running?
He
Yes.
has an
Does it-
addiction to energy drinks.
No, I
right?
do
At the
not.
moment.
No, I proved you wrong. I have spent 2 weeks with no energy drinks and just water. I was drinking nearly 4 to 6 liters of water a day. So
That's a gold medal.
yeah, I know. it's a
We
very
need to
gold
get a
medal.
board with like gold stars.
like little stars.
Just have each name of each person that's going to come on this podcast. Gold star underneath when they do something right.
I have so many
I
stars.
don't drink for one day. Gold star.
And then if they get to like 5 or 10, they get something.
Yeah. Well, I got to
They get another gold star.
Yeah.
That's your reward.
12. I got to 12 days. So fuck you guys. I'm
Right.
very happy.
You get 3 gold stars.
I've already drank 3 energy drinks today.
You get minus 3 gold
Crazy.
stars.
Oh, no, what do you mean? That was my 3 that I accumulated.
I did
and
this in
then-
Yeah, but
Discord,
one per
didn't I?
energy drink. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Forgot about
It was good.
that. Oh,
Bloody,
days of drinking.
weather, the fucking rain on Friday, I got fucking drenched. It's supposed to be 1 mil. I got
Like 20.
I like it started raining as soon as I left. I got immediately wet on the bike. The wet weather gear did not help. My ass was wet, my crotch was wet. It looked like I peed myself for the whole day. And then we get to work. My shirt's wet as well. I was like, whatever, got to organize these building access and stuff like that. And I was just the entire day walking in just wet
Just
clothes.
saturated.
My underwear was wet the entire time. Felt weird.
That was me my whole week, no.
Yeah.
Because I did kayaking, like, I did
Oh,
8
yeah.
sessions of kayaking this week.
Yeah.
3-hour sessions. I was, like, constantly in and out of the water, constantly getting wet, get out, slightly dry. And at the end of the day, it's like your undies are like Velcro.
Yeah.
You're, like, suctioning them off of you.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, man.
Yeah, it gets wet.
Gets nice and moist. Isn't that right, Mr.
And
Mr. I'm looking at you over now.
doing.
He's thinking hard. The cogs are turning. There's smoke.
That was a bit of a pip.
Never mind. There's nothing.
No.
Game over.
Nothing.
So much for just a pip.
No, I was trying to give you some olives, you little bitch, and you just looked at me, you're like, fuck off.
I don't want
And I
them.
was just like, take an olive. Take all the
Yo, I
olives.
stepped back in time the other day to Xbox 360. Someone on my camp, one of my instructors, brought us 360.
Wow.
It's one of the OG like white ones with the hard drive on the side.
Nice.
Wow.
120 gig, whatever it used to be.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those, and he's like, you want to play some Black Ops? I'm like, absolutely.
Yes.
We are playing some zombies.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then
Kino? Kino
only one controller worked,
Oh no.
so we ended up playing Skate 3.
Fair enough.
I was like, that's depressing.
It is
Mm,
I
depressing.
was like, come on, man, because he forgot to bring a charger for 2 of the rechargeable ones, and then the other controller just wouldn't work because he brought 4. I was like, just want to relive the glory days.
Sound like he came prepared though.
He did.
You came prepared,
then it
but
just didn't
without-
work.
Mm.
Yeah, just didn't work. So I walked into him just playing Skate 3 when I clocked off. I was like,
Rip.
well, here we are. Bit of
Yeah,
Skate
right.
3 lifestyle.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Speaking of like nostalgia and stuff like that, a lot of games are coming out that are like remastered, and people like we're going back to GTA a bit.
Yeah.
So we're going back to 5, I guess in preparation for GTA 6, and that's going to be interesting. Gonna have. Wonder how it's going to be.
You got a lot to top. You got 12 years of
Yeah.
a game.
Yeah,
Was
and
it
did
2013
pretty well.
it came out?
Yeah, something like that.
I think.
There was like a next gen update in 2015 or
And then another
16.
next gen update. Because
Yeah.
it's been 3 consoles, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's 360, Xbox One,
1S.
and 1S, and then PlayStation 3, PS4, and PS5.
yeah, and then obviously PC. That was in 2017 or something.
Yeah, it finally came.
Yeah, that took a while.
It always takes a while. They're getting quicker now.
They are.
Like Spider-Man 2 is already on PC, isn't it?
It's weird to me because like it's made on a PC,
Literally.
and I imagine you're probably running it on a PC
Mm-hmm.
to get it to work and to test the functionality.
So you think things would be more broken on consoles, but they've
Yeah.
just mastered it. Because whenever
Yeah.
games get like ported to PC, they're just fucked.
It's
Most
just
of the time.
fucked. Yeah.
Like Last of Us 1, when it finally got ported, the reviews, it just got review bombed
Yeah.
because it was optimized horribly.
Yeah. Didn't work very well.
Like it looked like you were playing on a 360.
Oh right, that's brutal.
Is the way I read it. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to buy this for another year, and I haven't bought it yet until they fix
So
it.
they fix it. Yeah.
And like, I think it was God of War as well when it finally came. Was like similar. A lot of games that get ported, and you're like, but they make the stuff on a PC.
Yeah.
But it must
Yeah,
be
for
whatever engines they use. Things are a lot more built for consoles.
Yeah. Well,
A lot more people probably. I mean, PC Master Race and all that, but a lot more people grow up on console.
100%.
Master Race.
It's much easier to get into. Much more accessible. Everyone has a
Much
TV.
cheaper. You don't have to know about upgrading parts on a PC.
Yeah.
PCs only last 3 to 4 years before you have to upgrade.
Yeah.
Shut
Exactly.
up.
We're hitting our
Um,
time.
Shut up. I don't
Yeah.
want to pay money.
I just need to get a graphics card for mine.
50.
Even
Yeah.
that's not cheap.
No, it's not, unfortunately. The Slipspace engine they made for Halo Infinite, they made it all for just specifically for Halo Infinite.
Yeah, yeah.
And with doing that, they had issues because like, oh yeah, we're making it ourselves. It's going to be amazing for Halo, stuff like that. And then they like just didn't make a good one. So they had like they didn't have an undo button. So they like for a while they would make shit, fuck it up, and then they couldn't get rid of that
Couldn't
problem.
reverse it.
And you're like, how is that like?
Like,
How did you forget an undo
how is that a
button?
smart thing?
Yeah.
It's like
Uh,
Unreal Engine. Everyone should just use that one.
Yeah, well, they're scrapping the Halo engine now, and they're going to Unreal 5 with their new one.
I did see that.
Yeah,
Because they thought
a
Halo
remaster.
What after they said Halo Infinite would be the last Halo for 10 years.
Yeah.
And what is it? 3 years on?
Yeah.
2 years on?
Something like that, and
I think
they've
it's
like,
2 years now, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 or 3 now.
Since it came out, and it's like, you just fucked yourself.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, well,
Come on, 343.
like, come on. But now they've got rid of 343.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna say
it's Halo
it's different
Studios
now, isn't
now.
it? It's back to Halo. It's Halo Studios.
Yeah,
Just bring me Bungie.
that'd be interesting. Yeah, get Bungie back.
Bring me Bungie.
Well, interestingly, they weren't very good with the lore side of things.
No, they weren't they? Like,
they were good with the game.
Halo 1, Halo 2, fantastic.
Absolutely
Halo 3,
fantastic.
wasn't it like everyone sort of disliked the game at first?
Really?
Halo 3, I think it was.
Yeah, they
Was the
just
one that
liked
was
it,
like-
but eventually they kind of came around to
Mhm.
it. Mm.
It's like so many. That happens to so many games though. It's like No Man's Sky. And that had
Oh,
the
yeah.
biggest redemption arc
Yeah, it did.
ever.
Bit late though.
Yeah, it was a
unfortunately.
Yeah.
late redemption arc. It still has quite a player base now. I think it's like a 4-year-old game. No, wait, that game came out like 2018, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I tried to get into No Man's Sky, but then it just failed. I don't know
I
why.
probably put like 200 hours into it. And I rather enjoyed it because I played it with like, the other Discord I go on. Or it's like Sea of Thieves.
I think it was good.
That was just good for the get go as well. I actually really enjoyed it when it first came out.
Yeah, I like that game.
It was a different game of its time. I just wish you could have more players than 4.
Yeah, my only issue is
Imagine
there's
that
no real
crew of
progress
15.
to it. Like it's like you get there, and you're restarting the thing each time,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no like you can't just pause and like
Yeah,
get
exactly.
off, come back the next night.
You gotta redo
And
it all.
you have to redo it all.
So if you only have like an hour play session, you're not gonna make money.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you just.
I remember
gotta fuck
like
around.
I did one of the raids with the other boys, and it was like it took us I think 3 or 4 hours because you had to get like you had to die specific ways to do specific things
Yep.
to get certain color lanterns,
Yep.
like the
Yep.
red, green, blue, and all of that.
Yep.
And we finally got to the raid island, and then we got fucking raided by someone else, and we all died, and they took everything.
Wow.
And you're like, cool, thanks guys, sick,
Awesome. Thanks,
Cool.
guys.
because they destroyed our boat because 2 of us were off and 2 were trying to defend, and we just didn't win.
Yep.
So I think we got one of those big powder kegs and just blew up their boat and just quit.
Yep. That's fair. Fuck you
Fair
guys.
chose to be petty.
Yep.
Fucking,
Oh, absolutely.
I decided to join a PvP server in DayZ, right? Not the best idea. Pretty rusty.
You would be.
Fucking man, I kid you not. So I spawned in Zelensk, right? And as I'm in Zelensk, I'm running around collecting shit, and then I hear a shot whiz by, and I'm like, shit. So I start running away, collect my shit, run away, and then I hear a chopper, and I'm like, oh, god damn it, man. Chopper goes away, and I'm like, great. And then I hear another chopper, and I hear it land, and I'm like, shit, man, they saw me. So anyway, running away, right? And I hide behind a couple of walls and shit in a nice little area. And then this zombie like comes around the corner and like blows my cover. I shoot it with a fucking 308 suppressed, and I'm just like, okay, surely they didn't hear me, but I'm still gonna run away, right? Making it up the tree line all the way to the forest, and all I get is these shots whizzing by me, just pat, pat, pat. Couldn't get any sort of breathing room. So I had to just keep on going, right?
Yeah.
And as I'm doing this, eventually I get into the forest, and I'm like, I'm in the clear. I'm going to run away. Shots are still going landing left, right, and center of me. I'm like, God damn it! And they're not small shots. They're like 50 BMG shots, or like at least 408. Like they are heavy shots. You can hear the impact. So anyway, I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I eventually get over the hill. Shots stop, and I'm like, great. I look back over to Zelensk. There's this big base with like a spire in the middle of the base. And I'm like, oh wow, there's that. I didn't know that was there. Like bloody hell, I just ignored it. And then as I'm watching, I was just trying to see what was happening because I could hear a lot of like commotion down there, like shots, explosions, you name it, and a lot of activity in the chat too. And I was like, God damn it. So anyway, I'm watching and I see this guy run across one of the streets, and then I'm dead. Great. So anyway, spawn closer, run in, then I'm dead, right? And I'm like, okay, whatever. Spawn in Starry, loot Starry, run all the way past Green Mountain to Zelensk, right?
Yep.
And once I'm there, I look around and I see a group of 12 people with backpacks that just finished a raid on a base. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, how did I live through that? Like, what the hell, man?
It's been
What's going on?
been a good time when like you have a minigun.
Oh, yeah.
Luke galore. Wouldn't be able to carry it all yourself.
Yeah.
That's why I wish we had more time for like PvP servers.
Oh, I wish we did too.
Do not
Actually build
do
an actual,
not.
build an actual team. Or like at least some sort of fucking clan or something.
This
and
dude
then-
ever came back.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
I ever come back on. I
If you
really
ever
did
come
enjoy
back.
the
White Wolf.
yeah, White Wolf was good.
a good server.
I enjoyed the PvP aspect. Like you'd do all the raiding stuff, like that, and then you just like sit there and you could. And we got really good at it. And we were just like, all right,
We
we're
did.
hunting people now.
Like,
Until we got hunted.
we became top dogs.
Yeah.
No, we weren't top dogs. We were the underdogs. Above
No,
we
we
were
were
under the
second.
top dogs.
We were
We were
So
second.
second, when
And
Scarecrow
then when
came
Rossi
on,
and Scarecrow stopped playing,
yeah, then we were top.
and Rossi comes back on being like, oh, we saw you guys had the most kills. Well, we can't let that happen.
Yeah, exactly.
And it came back and wrecked us.
Yeah, they did.
There's always someone better
Totally
than
wrecked
you.
us.
Got to
There's
accept that.
always a bigger fish in the pond, or a bigger fish in the sea.
Unless you're Messi or Ronaldo.
Yeah, exactly. Goats.
Goated. Absolute goated. Always bigger fish to fry,
Mm.
unfortunately. Especially
Oh, no.
us.
Oh,
Rejects.
Ain't no way we're big fish or anything. That's for
Shall
sure.
we say what we're drinking today?
Yeah, I don't even know what whiskey this is.
Oh.
I'm
Japanese,
just trying to remember.
something,
It's-
something.
It's a Shinobu Japanese whiskey.
I'm
That's
keen to
all
try
I know.
that in Japan.
Oh,
That
I know,
sounds
right? It's gonna
very
be good.
fancy.
Yeah,
I am
just because it's
drinking.
Japanese. You don't know what it said. Probably just meant like you suck.
Yeah.
Whiskey.
You suck.
Suck
It
whiskey.
means
You suck
fuck
whiskey.
you, Adam.
Yeah,
Aw.
specifically.
Just you.
Specifically, just me.
The whole country
Oh.
hates Adams.
Mm.
Sorry, Japan, we love you.
It's just so aggressive. Like, I'm gonna take you
Dude.
to HR. Like,
There is no
she's
HR
not here at the
here.
moment.
yeah, I know.
She's unavailable. Let me have a few more drinks.
Yeah, HR comes out after a couple of drinks. You get the Bundy out, and then the top HR comes out.
Yeah.
Get the Bundy.
But I've always said, I was like, if you want to talk to my manager, just wait for me to have like 12 beers.
And then I'll become my own
They're a
manager.
reasonable one.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
They'll tell you what they really think.
No, I'm drinking a coffee with a bit of whiskey in it. So
Irish coffee.
Irish coffee.
Irish coffee,
with,
mate?
Cougar.
Give me your
Cougar's
best
quite
Irish accent. Please don't.
nice.
Please don't.
We can go one of two ways, man. We can go IRA way, or we can go the UFC way. Which way do you want to go?
He wants to go McGregor.
Yeah. Like literally, like think about an Irish accent and think about like two different ways that could go. They're the main two that I see.
There's too many ways it could go. Let's just let's move on.
There's either north or south. It's one or the other. Like,
Let's move to an English accent.
An English accent.
are you sure about that?
You just talk. It's fine.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, fair
Bloody
point. But
Victorian.
You're British.
what do you mean? Oh yeah, fair point.
Yeah, no phone. I don't know who's phoning me?
Mm.
08 number.
Oh, well, we're not answering that kind of crap around here.
Caller.
From Gawler.
Is there anything you're trying to buy?
No, I'm alright.
Any bike parts or?
You're just gonna do it straight into the mic.
I did that. Hello, man. Yeah.
Just hung
I don't
up
know.
straight away.
I went to answer it, but they hung up.
Eh,
They'll call
welcome.
me again if they need to.
Like my
Oh,
concept
no, leave a
is,
voicemail.
yeah, my concept
Yeah.
is if it's important, they'll leave a voicemail. If it's not important, they won't.
That's why
If
our
it's
generation's
really,
the worst.
yeah, if it's really important, you
Yeah.
call a couple of times.
We don't answer the first time. If you don't leave me a voicemail, I'm not calling you back.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not getting a phone call. If
Oh,
I get a private number, no effing
no,
way.
no.
No fucking way.
I always love the scammers. Scammers are so fun.
Mm.
I love it whenever I get like fucking electricity one, they're like, "Oh, your electricity bill," and it's like, "No," and then I'll just be like, "Mate, I live off the grid with solar panels and wind turbines. We're self-sufficient." And then
I
they go,
am.
"Yeah, but I can get you a better price." And I'm like, "No, you can't. It's free." Like,
Yeah, this is free, man.
and then they don't get it, and it's just like, "So where do you live?" And then I say somewhere random in fucking Northern Territory, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know where that is." And it's like, "Oh yeah, you should. You live around the corner from it." And then they go, "Yeah," and it's like, "You have no idea." And then they're like, "Yeah, I'm from Melbourne," and it's like, "Yeah, of course you're from Melbourne." Like, and then it's just like, I've named somewhere in the middle of Alice Springs, like something like that, and you're saying you live around the corner from me because you're in Melbourne. You have
Melbourne
no
is
idea.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's all it is.
Australia
yeah.
is Melbourne and Sydney
yeah, I know.
and the Gold Coast. That's
yeah,
it.
and stingrays.
And
It's too
what,
soon.
Stingray?
Too
So-
soon.
It's
I don't care how long it's been.
always
It's been
too
over
soon for that.
two decades now. hasn't it?
I never said anything. I just said stingrays.
How
You
dare
made the
How
connection.
dare you,
You
sir.
made the connection.
Any Australian can make the connection.
For shame, sir.
Yeah, and for shame on you, sir. How dare you?
Shame.
I slap you with my white glove.
All right.
Take
Well-
my glove off and I slap you with it.
What we turned into, Frenchmen.
Oh.
It's all I think about anytime says like burn a witch. It's Monty Python. Burn her!
Burn her!
Yeah.
Burn her! What are you accusing her of? Burn her!
Yeah.
Why? Why should we? She's got a wart.
Got a war.
She's got a
A
nose.
really long nose.
That's a turnip you've put on her. She's just like,
Burn her anyway!
and then I love it how they deduce that she is a witch. It's just like, well, if she is made out of wood, we will measure her against a goose because
Or
what
a duck, I
floats?
think it was.
Yeah,
A
what
duck floats on
a-
water.
A duck floats on the water, so does wood. And then they measure her, and she turns out lighter, and she's like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, here we
It's
go.
just- Monty Python was like the best fucking comedy there was.
It was ahead of its time.
That was good. Yeah.
Same as Blackadder. Blackadder was good.
Blackadder was
good
pretty
stuff.
good. Yeah.
What's the what the biggest dickus that
Oh,
scene?
yeah, in
Because Dickens.
Life of Brian.
Yeah, love
yeah.
Brian, that's it.
Unscripted or whatever.
And the guard's actually laughing. It's just
Yeah,
like real, 'cause
they
just
are
lost
biting
it.
their tongues.
Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
You know the Romano go home bit in the Life of Brian, how he's actually like the idea is that Judas wrote or something like that. Judas wrote Romanos go home because Rome invaded and then they tried to kick him out or something. I can't remember the whole story, man. I'm tired. Like, but no, it was pretty cool. It was pretty
I had
funny.
3 energy drinks.
Man, I've had nearly 4 and also 2 coffees.
Nearly 4.
I'm still tired.
you're living on the edge, man.
Oh no, not enough.
Like you got 1 foot over and 1 foot in.
Yeah.
It's fine by me.
He's trying to step over, but it seems like he's just accidentally tripped and he's not going to make it over.
Nah, I'm just
Going
gonna
in.
Just
stay
trip
in the middle.
backwards. You're like, how did I do this? I tried jumping.
I started watching the TV program Ghost, the American version.
How good is it?
That's actually
It's actually pretty solid.
Well, who's your favorite character?
A ghost, you say? Is that what...
So, who's your favorite character?
Probably Flower.
Flower the hippie. I love her. I haven't seen her backstory yet, but it's so fucking good.
It's dumb.
Yeah, I think she's like a bank robber or something.
Yeah,
It's funny as
she
shit.
robs a bank.
Yeah,
And the
she's
way she
just
gets killed as well.
dopey. Yeah, she gets killed by a bear.
Mhm.
No, what the
She tries hugging a bear, man.
I still like Thor. Thorfinn.
Yeah, Thor's good.
How he gets
Wait-
zapped by lightning. It's like,
Wait for later episodes. It gets a lot better. Because I was watching the British one, but I think it's very much one of those shows because they're both pretty much the same. The
Yeah,
British one
because-
came out first, and the
but then
American one was
it's
second.
like The Office. It's literally like
Yes.
The Office. They bought it and then they were like, let's
Yeah.
make it better.
And there's like a preference. Is that some people prefer the other one? I do enjoy the British show, but I prefer the American one.
yeah, the American one's just more.
Like, sorry,
More fun.
so British.
Like
I am British.
the British.
Yeah.
The British one is good for like sarcastic humor.
Well, because it's all the horrible history actors.
yeah, it is.
What
Oh,
is
they're
it?
fucking-
Yeah.
Those guys are good. I like that.
Yeah.
And that's why I still like the British one because it's literally like,
Our childhood.
'cause you know how in the Ghost American one they have the cholera people downstairs.
yeah.
So they have that with the British one, but it's the same actors as the Ghost upstairs and the ones downstairs.
Oh,
So
right.
like,
They all play the same thing.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
That's
so
great.
they all play the same thing, and it's just hilarious.
I love the ghost downstairs. They're like, just leave the light on. Just leave the light on.
Please,
Oh. Because whoever walks in there turns it on, and they're like, eh, and then they turn it off, and they're like, oh, because they're all just dark and dingy downstairs.
And I love
Right.
them knowing everything about the boiler.
Yeah, I
Something
know.
they've had to talk about for hundreds of years.
They're just like, no, don't do that, don't do that. Turn the
Yeah.
red valve, turn the red
Turn
valve,
valve.
the other way. It's just like they're screaming at him, and he's just like, where?
Such a really good show. It's a good
Or-
comedy series.
Or like the
I
So what's
beam.
it on?
It's on Prime.
Prime. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Ghost. If you're watching the American one, you
Alright.
enjoy it. It's
Yep.
only like 20-minute episodes. There's 4 seasons.
Oh yeah. Right. Okay.
Um,
Is it animated or is it
no, it's like actual
actual live
Um,
acting? Okay.
actual acting, not animated at all.
It's
Like
actually
good
quite
actor
funny.
choice for it.
Mm.
Because obviously our husband, his name's eluding me right now. He gets into so much crap he just deals with.
Huh.
The latest
to
decisions you
deal-
get, you're like, how's this man
How to deal
still
with
thriving?
the missus,
How
yeah.
is he doing?
Can't
this?
see ghosts.
Has to deal
His
with
wife
the
just talks
missus,
to thin
like,
air and he
fucking-
believes her.
Yeah. Oh, can he not see ghosts either?
No.
Only
Yeah.
she
He would be
can.
going loopy then.
Oh, did you see the D&D episode where
Yeah.
she has to but she has to scribe the
Yeah.
whole bloody thing?
Peter and him.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's great.
Yeah.
She's just like, I'm sick of this.
Mm.
Please.
She's
Sorry,
like,
we only
"Please
have
stop,
6 more
please."
hours. What?
Or like
Six.
like the ruling was when you leave the house, can you leave the telly on? And then sleep mode kicks in. They're like, oh damn.
Yeah, man.
So chaos
Come back.
uses the house.
Please.
Hey, coffee.
Thanks,
Take
man.
that.
I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that one mine? Is there a reason why that one's mine? Okay.
Taylor? Hate it?
Thank you.
She spat in it at him.
Yeah.
It's out of spite.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty good.
Okay, moving
Good,
on.
very good.
Future things that Adam not to say.
I didn't say anything. I just said the coffee tastes good, mate. Mm.
We need a segment on things that Adam not to say.
Yeah, and just have an
Gotta
uncut
educate
segment.
Yeah. We can't say what he can't say, but you know,
Yeah, yeah.
Really good.
You just have to guess.
Thank you.
just
Taylor did a good job.
guess.
Yes, you did.
Hey.
Very good job.
Thank you, babe.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome, babe.
I'm gonna kill you. I hate it when you do that. Like I'm on Discord and I'm like, oh, thank you, babe, love you, and then you're just like,
Yeah,
oh, I
yeah,
love you too.
you.
I'm
Love you
like,
too,
shut the fuck
sweetheart.
up, Aaron. I'm just like, shut up. I don't want to hear you. Or like, I'll be on the phone at work. It must be a guy thing because I'll be on the phone at work and then I'll be like, all right, cool, see you, babe, I love you, and then like the boys will be like, ew, I love you too. And I'll be like, shut the fuck up.
I love you so
Yeah.
much.
But then the funny thing is, we all do the same shit to each other all the
Oh,
fucking
100%.
time. It's so funny.
Yeah, I mean that's just the way you do it, right? Like, just if you're not being like
Aggressive.
aggressively like just for the homies, you know, what are you doing?
Oh, if you don't blow your homie goodnight, there's no point.
Yeah, exactly.
I was aggressive. I was aggressive and loving towards my staff during the week.
Oh,
When we had bad weather on Thursday.
did you make them do hard shit?
No. This like I was getting
You're
mad.
just nice.
Because the staff, the teachers, like the school wanted to change the program a little bit, like different groups and stuff, which is fine. But I wanted to write it down because my brain was just so like dead. So I walk into the staff room during my lunch break, and then like all of a sudden, it's like say welcome to staff member. He's like, so what are we doing? What are we changing? Another staff member's like, I didn't like this morning. I'm sick of this person. And then another staff member goes off, and I'm like, all right, can you all shut the fuck up? I'm like, all
Give
of
me a
you,
minute.
I love you all. I'll get back to you in 10 minutes.
Just let me
I'm like,
write shit
please.
down.
I'm done. I'm done.
I wrote down a piece of paper. I'm like, I'll be back. And I spoke to the school and walked in. I'm like, all right, you, what do you want? And they're like, just want to know what we're doing. I'm like, you're doing the same thing. You. He's like, I don't want anything. I'm like, good. I'm like, you fucking suck.
You treating the staff like the actual kids.
Yeah. And there was like seven of them in the room. And I got to like the grown woman. She's really nice. And I was like, you, I can't yell at you. I actually like you. I was like, you don't have to go fishing, you're doing Billy Cars.
Nice.
I just yelled at the entire room, and then I sat down.
Fishing?
Yeah,
What?
I ate some fresh squid Wednesday night.
Oh yeah, you're on the beach, eh?
Yes,
Nice.
sir. They caught. Oh, I'll show you. I haven't got a photo, but like the squid was genuinely like this big, like they're huge at the moment.
Nice.
So we're like normally we catch
Well,
a lot of
remember-
small ones.
Remember,
Yeah.
all the currents are coming up because it's getting a little
Yeah,
bit colder.
so we're getting ones like this size because I never knew how to prepare a squid. Finally
How
got
do you
shown
chop it?
how to. We're like ripping the flaps off and like
Oh yeah. Okay.
gutting it and all of
I was
that.
like, what do you mean?
Sorry to the vegans out there, but you know.
Uh,
Oh, is that another thing I can't talk about?
Yes,
That
absolutely.
was so mean.
Appreciate
Apparently, I'm the only
vegans and
unhinged
veggies.
one here for fuck's
no,
we're
but like,
respectable.
yeah,
sake. Respect my
respectable in a
ass.
sense. But yeah, fresh squid 2 weeks in a row.
That's pretty good.
Some breadcrumbs, a bit of salt and pepper,
Bit of oil.
fried in some oil.
Mm.
Set.
stuff.
We didn't have proper breadcrumbs, and the two that prepared it, like one of the guys knows what he's doing. The other one, he's like, oh, just like toast some bread.
No.
We just like make it in small breadcrumbs. No, you just chopped it up and it was like chunks. And then he put it in a bag and went to try and mix it. And I'm like, what have you done?
What
These
have
are
you
chunks. So we just had little like
Croutons?
croutons.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
Whatever.
whatever.
Were you making soup?
made? We got our bread and we got our squid
I was like,
And a soup.
breaded.
I was
So
like,
what's going on
you could
here?
have just put it through a food processor and you would have got dust. He's like, ah. I'm like, come
Yeah.
on, man, you're 30.
Yeah, come on, man.
Sorry. If
Right.
you ever listen to this, I love you.
You
My
broke
special
bread
pom.
and cook. Special pom. You got a couple of those guys.
I do. I have a lot of special
Okay.
people at work.
Mm.
No, but he's more Victorian.
Mm.
That's true. That's more of a thing.
Is that
now.
me?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a bitch. You said special. I can't say special.
I did have a student like that during the week. She's like, yeah, I'm Victorian. I'm like,
I
ah.
do the
That's
She's
same.
like, what do you mean? I'm like, don't worry
Don't
about
worry about
it.
it. And then you start speaking slowly to them, and then they just
I'm
like,
like,
the fuck?
so,
Mommy
we-
and Daddy love each other very, very much.
but they chose Victoria.
Yeah, they fucked
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
She's like, I was from Perth originally. I'm like, and
That's
you
even
went
worse.
to Victoria.
And you went there. Okay. Okay.
Sorry, our Victorian brothers and sisters and others, we love you.
That's okay.
But we are South Australian, and South Australia rules as far as
We
we're
are
concerned.
forgotten as well.
Yeah. We have forgotten. Yeah, you guys don't care about us, but
We don't exist
care about you
on
guys.
their Australian map.
yeah, it's
Did
all
you-
it's all rivals. It's
do you
all
know
rivals
why?
between the states.
It's a
Do you
rivalry
know
states.
where like
Yeah.
the rival really started?
Where's that?
No, we're free sellers.
No, shut
Okay.
the fuck up. Anyway,
Fair enough.
we don't talk about
That's why we're 10 years behind.
Eureka Stockade was not our problem, okay? I love
Tip the tea bags of the shop. Oh, wait.
The
Sorry, wrong,
Boston Tea Party.
wrong,
You're in
wrong
the-
place.
You're in the wrong country, mate.
Yeah.
Next minute you'll be saying the fucking Library of Alexandra. Like, come on,
Yeah,
goddamn.
go all the way back
Burn it.
before Australia was even known.
Oh, fucking hell. Anyway, no, well, fuck, what was I gonna say? Boy, you made me forget. Maybe go on a rant on one
You always
thing.
forget, mate.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. It's very hard
'Cause
for me to remember.
You drink a lot.
I do not drink
Drink
a
to
lot.
forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do drink to
always
forget,
remember.
but I always.
I don't do that
proper.
anymore, actually. I've developed new skills over the last few
How many
months.
beers have you had?
It's called chronic
I won at 8:30 this morning.
pancreatitis.
Beer at 8:30 this morning.
Where's your other beer that you
Wow.
half drank when you got here?
Oh, it's done. It's on the counter. I forgot
Oh.
to put it in the bin, though. Sorry.
You're so mean.
You can do that afterwards.
Yeah.
I normally clean up after myself. It's fine.
What was I talking about? No, the original feud between Victorians and South Australians. There was a
The Great Emu War.
no, that was a different feud. We lost
Emus
that
are
anyway.
really good against machine guns.
It's the Great
Yeah,
Victorian.
apparently so, and tanks. Like,
the
what
Great
fuck?
Victorian War.
No, apparently there was a cattle rancher in South Australia that had a large cattle farm, and his constant running joke was he could fit all of his cattle in Victoria. He was looking at buying all of Victoria just for his cattle.
Yeah, right.
Like, fuck the country, like, fuck the state, and
Can
all.
you imagine having that big of a land?
Well, in between, like, the amount of cattle he owned across Australia could fit all in Victoria. And that's literally how much cattle he owned. And it
Wow.
was crazy. Like, what the hell, man?
Oh, it's actually insane how much cattle
I love it.
some farmers have.
I love it when Americans go, oh, yeah, I got a couple of 100 acres. And it's just like, we have to go a couple thousand acres to get to the next ranch.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
mate,
Just
you,
to move, like when they have to move them per season to different locations,
yeah,
and they're
literally.
moving hundreds of thousands. Like,
It's
cattle.
just like, oh, I got a couple of Brahmin, couple of Brahmin, couple of bulls, couple of this, couple of that. And it's like, yeah, we've got 68 million cows in this one paddock. And it's
One
like,
paddock.
and it's like, how big's your paddock? Oh, about, 500,000 acres.
1 acre.
It's 1 acre.
one
Oh,
acre, man.
fuck
yeah.
They are packed in,
They are stacked.
They're stacked on top of each other. and
They're
they're not
piled up, man.
Yeah.
they're not stacked like long ways on top of each other, like leg over leg. They're stacked crisscross.
Yeah,
like,
it's like a Jenga tower.
like a Viking like funeral with the
Yeah, like
logs.
the funeral pyres. Yeah.
Imagine
Probably
the
would be.
shit that stunk
But,
out of that stack. That'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
but
just poo running down from the top. It's like a waterfall.
whoever
Yeah.
the first cow is, he's a god because he just shits
Yeah.
on everyone else.
You can also see the entire country from up there.
He's like,
Yeah.
whoa, man.
He's just like, wow, I can
There's
see
more
the
things
sheep.
beyond.
There's sheep over there.
Do you know what?
There's
the
chickens.
cheapest full sheep that I found is like 430 or 420 for a whole sheep.
You're gonna
Buy
buy a sheep
one.
for
Yeah,
your
to buy a
backyard?
whole sheep.
Are you talking about like a
Not a live one.
Not a
You
live
know
one,
what?
yeah,
okay.
Eventually, when you get a backyard, we should buy you a goat.
Don't do that. No, don't joke about that.
Man's
No,
natural mower.
no. Don't you dare.
Yeah.
Because Taylor will take it.
I know.
And I will slaughter it in a satanic ritual.
Here, let me
So-
message her.
satanic.
Just to make sure it doesn't happen again. I don't want to fucking go. I swear to God, if you get a Shetland cow, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna actually kill you.
But wouldn't you want to go? Don't
No.
have to do grass or anything.
I would like
Eat your fence.
what are they called? They're like long neck ducks. No,
Oh, like Indian
long-necked
runner
goose.
ducks?
Yeah, no, the runner geese. Like
Oh.
they've got long necks. They're like
Yeah.
geese, and they eat all the slugs. They eat all the like small pests and termites and well, not termites. All the small pests.
Yeah.
And they don't. Most of their waste can be reused as fertilizer. So you can keep them in a relatively small pen. So when you let them out into like the local like, oh my God, did you take too much of that?
Like 3 mouthfuls in there.
Oh no, you poor thing.
I've been sipping it.
No, I thought it was less than that.
Rule 101:
No, sir.
don't scull fucking
It's a wide cup.
whiskey.
Yeah, it's a wide bottom.
Yeah. That's when you guys poured the first bit, and I was like, okay, that's good enough. And then you kept on going, and I was like, oh shit.
A quarter of the bottom into those.
Sorry, sir. I misinterpreted the cup size.
Yeah,
You
that's
should
all
have
right.
measured it out.
I wasn't good at my shapes.
What I did with
I tried putting a square in a circle, and it
yeah,
fitted.
It fit, but it was slightly smaller.
And then I tried
Square
the
and a
triangle.
and it
also
fitted.
They fit.
The rhombus fitted.
It all fit. That
I was good at
weird,
my circles.
the weird archway fit.
Fit.
The
There's a will and there's a way.
yeah,
And the circle fit in a square.
yeah, exactly. How'd that happen?
Where are we? Where's the edges?
The edges. And that's how we know the world's
That's
flat.
how we know it was flat. I don't actually believe that.
Oh, you bitch! I was choking on that fucking coffee so long.
Just specify.
That's fine. I don't believe in that.
The world is whatever shape it wants to be. It could be a square. It could
It's
be a
on the back of a
rhombus.
turtle.
I was
It could be
about
a
to say,
shape of a cock.
The rhombus.
You know
rhomboid.
how I used to
It
remember
could be a
the
long
word
flaccid
rhombus?
object.
I used to have like, such a difficulty saying the word rhombus, right?
Rhombus.
And I was like, here's a way to remember
I've
rhombus.
had a struggle for 25 years saying pneumonia.
Well, you said it wrong just then.
Yeah, and just said it wrong. I
Pneumonia.
still can't. Pneumonia. Oh no! Having a stroke, guys. I used to think the P had to be like pronounced.
Pannonia?
Pneumonia.
Yeah, Pannonia. That sounds like a fucking
Like
city in
it sounds like
Pontown.
Narnia.
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 Yeah, well, my brother used to have an issue with saying, he would say instead of chess, he'd say chest. Oh, are you playing a game of chess?
I don't want to
No,
play
no.
with my chest, sir.
No, I'm not playing with my chest. I'm playing a game of chess. Can
Let
I
me touch
play?
my own
Can I
too.
play chess with you? So can I play chess with you?
No.
You want to touch my chest? Yes. That's how he got slapped.
Okay,
a lot.
cool.
Um.
I will touch your chest.
Yeah.
No, that's when you bring out the
Um,
baby oil and say Kanye's coming over in the next hour and a half.
Hour and a half. I'll be
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah,
Lovely.
very
Why
specific
an hour and a
because
half? Not an
P. Diddy
hour and
gets there
29?
beforehand.
Could it be an hour 31 minutes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why?
2
I
hours.
need the extra minute to go to the
Why do
toilet.
you need to make it fucking specific? No, I'm not getting roped into that. Why do you need to make it
See, sucked in, bitch.
particular? Why do you need to make
He's
it
gonna say
particular?
specific.
I was going to say
Specific.
specific,
Or
yeah.
The
Pacific.
Pacific Ocean.
Pacific, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Ah.
shut up.
Had a person at school who used to do that as well. They're
Me.
like, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
no, it wasn't you. It was another one."
Oh, fuck.
And they're like, "Pacific, and I was like, "It's specific." You gotta pronounce the S a little bit on that one.
Specific.
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 Perspex.
Specs.
Yeah,
Ah.
perspex.
Let's say every country
on.
wrong. How can we say Australia wrong?
Australia.
Australia.
we
It
say-
sounds like you're saying Austria.
Can we say
Austria.
Australia?
You know
Australia.
what? People actually get confused between the word Austria and Australia.
Oh yeah.
Like when
Same
Australians...
country, right? Austrians just go, "Good day, mate."
I've seen a person be like, "Oh, isn't Arnold Australian?"
No, he's
No,
Australian.
no, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
because
so
we-
different.
We totally
We
had
will
the...
take him if you like.
I'll take it though. Yeah.
We totally had the Byzantine Empire in our own fucking country. No.
Yeah.
Australia is thousands of years old. Alright.
Yeah.
No, it
hundreds.
is technically.
Not hundreds. Thousands.
Millions.
It's millions.
Uh,
Australia used to not exist.
No.
We used
It
to
was-
be connected.
We only
thought
we
up.
appeared. We literally like someone just spawned our like
Yeah.
our land in.
Speaking about Australia, aren't we like the fastest moving continent or something? You know how like continents shift or something. I'm
we
pretty sure Australia is.
shuffle between two tectonic plates.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we're the fastest. That we move like 1.5 meters a year or something.
I
Not
believe
crazy.
It. I believe it.
Like crazy
But, like,
distance, but like it's enough.
in the term of tectonic
And then again, we
plates,
have
yeah.
like we're really hot, but we have no like tectonic movement. We rarely have earthquakes. Like
Yeah, especially South Australia. We are nowhere near a fault line. Like Melbourne and Victoria have a couple fault lines, and
we just get really bad
We have-
cyclones
yeah,
in the eastern states, not us.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's not even us. Yeah, like South Australia is very like it's hot.
Yeah, dry.
and it's dry,
And we get a lot of rain.
and then we also get a lot of rain somehow. Yeah, but we don't get earthquakes. We don't get many natural disasters. Thankfully.
I think we've had 3
bushfires.
earthquakes.
Bushfires, yeah, true.
Bushfires.
Bushfires,
Yeah, well,
yeah.
that's the only
I
thing
mean,
that we
Often
can't
though
get
they're
rid
not
of.
very natural.
Yeah.
People just
they're-
light them. 'cause they're
mainly the
wankers.
fucking firebugs everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think they should do with those people? Because I have a pretty good assumption.
Just put them in prison and that's it.
Ooh,
I don't want your opinion.
No, we-
better
we
idea.
don't want
We
your
don't want you
opinion.
going there.
Yeah.
So please.
I'm just saying a log cabin goes up pretty
Did you-
quickly,
did you-
especially with a
We're
locked
not
door.
burning them alive.
Ah, witch hunt, fucking
Yeah,
burn 'em!
witch hunt.
And that stuff's illegal here in
Taste
Australia.
fire, bitch.
You like fire so much? Taste it.
Speaking of that house that that got from fire, lit on fire, did
Yeah.
you hear why that was?
No, literally, we still think it was a cooking incident gone wrong.
Yeah.
Right, I might drive past on my way home. Have a
It
quick
looks
look.
Have a quick.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
funny
look.
as shit though.
Yeah. Apparently it was unattended candles.
Why would you have a candle?
Yeah.
What was it, like 35 degrees that day?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Very warm.
why? Like, it's just common
Why were
sense.
candles
Don't
on?
Yeah, that's
don't
idiotic.
light candles.
I guess
Fuck.
it could be cold inside because they had air conditioning, maybe. But like,
Don't light
yeah,
candles.
don't light candles and leave them unattended. Yeah. Usually you'd want them in the same room as you because if a fire does happen,
You can adapt.
probably
to it
see it and you go,
quickly.
"Oh shit, I'll throw some water on that," or cover it in a blanket. Something. Oh, the one of the things that I've seen, and you see it like you see videos all the time where it's like a chef or something, and their pan catches on fire, and they go, I know what to do. I'm gonna throw water in that.
No.
And you're like,
No.
and you're watching, you're like, please,
Do you know-
do not throw
Don't
water,
do that.
please don't. You threw, yeah, it's gone everywhere. Like, and you see like the thing they throw water in it, and the entire room
Whoosh.
covers in just red. You're like, whoa.
The best
And then you're like, for fuck's sake, guys,
thing
put a
that
tea towel over
Be
it.
smarter, please.
yeah,
Put
the
a tea
best,
towel. Turn off the
Scouser.
light. Turn off the heating. Put a tea towel over that.
best thing I've ever seen is I was watching a chef and his shit caught on fire and he was like, oh fuck. And it was literally the whole pot caught on fire or whatever, and it was like, oh fuck, whatever. And he just got the lid, put the lid on, and they put it to the side. And it was just
Done.
like
He'll
simple.
get back to it, yeah.
It was so simple. It was just like, okay, that's it. You could tell he's done that a couple of times, so
Yeah.
he's skilled enough to know not to put water on that.
Yeah.
Or it's like putting ice in the deep fryer. Like, why? Don't.
Don't do that.
That's dangerous for
That is
everyone.
way dangerous. The I remember that years ago. There's this guy. I think he lived in Germany. But he spoke English. He's originally from Australia, but he like moved to Germany with his girlfriend or something like that. Because his girlfriend was German, and he's a chef. And he's like, yeah, I was making like noodles or something like that for dinner, or like I was making for like something the next day or something like that. And he just left them on the entire night. Like he literally went to bed with noodles on. I don't know if it was like a soup or anything like that, but by the time he got back to it in the morning, it was just black at the bottom. It was just a layer of coal, basically.
It was probably
You're
like
throwing that pot out, right?
yeah,
no, it
pretty
was
much.
probably like a cast iron pot. That's probably why it didn't just fucking bubble up so quickly.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but like he was just like, yeah, I came back to it in the morning and the noodles were black. It was gone.
Do you know what I
I was
did?
like, yep, that's fair.
We went to markets one day and we got a beautiful big loaf of garlic bread. Like, sorry. Anyway, we got a
Energy
big,
drink.
yeah, more energy drink. Sorry. We got a big loaf of garlic bread. I mean, this thing was massive. It smelled amazing. So I put it in the oven. I forgot about it. It caught on fire. So I took it outside. I blew it out and took it outside. And then I'm scraping the top of it and it was black. It was black as black, right? And I was like,
Black as night.
black as night. It was black as black, and I was just sitting there like, I can eat this still. So I carve it up, and I'm like, oh, this tastes alright. And then Taylor's like, no, I'm not eating that.
No, I'm not eating that.
And then we had it again, like later on. We bought another one, and I continuously watched it for the whole time, so I
Yeah.
didn't burn it.
And then it never cooked because I watched What Never Boils.
Well, it did cook, but it tasted like shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
It tastes better burnt,
it
did it?
was better burnt. And I was sitting there like, well, this one cleans my teeth. Like,
I thought this story was going to go, you had to leave it for 10 minutes and you came back and it was just
Yeah.
charcoal.
It literally had to like help with something, and then it was worse.
It was gone.
yeah. No, that
It
normally
was
happens.
Evaporated, just went to dust.
It was charcoal dust. Yeah.
Just pop.
Sorry to that
Gone.
animal.
Yeah.
Sacrificed its life.
Well,
Not for the bread. Not for bread. No animals in that, mate.
Anything's animals.
what kind of animal are you putting inside bread? This is
Sorry
not
for the
turducken.
sorry to the
What's wrong?
gluttons out there.
Oh,
Sorry
no.
for the yeast that had to make the sacrifice of being a molecular structure to actually create a chemical reaction in
Poor
between
yeast.
all the
2025.
microbes.
We have to apologize to it. I'm sorry, yeast. We love you.
Yeast does not identify.
You will be used
Agree,
again.
I'm not the biggest fan of bread.
I will activate you with sugar.
What's wrong with you?
I just don't like. I just
Why
don't like
don't you
plain
like
bread.
bread?
Garlic bread, great.
Okay, what about sourdough?
I don't know. I haven't had much sourdough.
Okay, I'm gonna cook you
But
some.
like-
Rye.
But
What about
like,
rye bread? Yeah.
I don't have that that
What about
much.
wheat bread? White bread?
What am I having it with?
Whole milk?
Yeast bread. Wholemeal.
What am I having it with?
Multigrain.
That's
Is
what I was
it
about
just
to
a
say.
sandwich?
Yes.
I'll make you the best fucking
What's the
sandwich
point?
you've ever had.
Sure.
What if it's a toasty?
What do you mean? Yeah, toasty.
Toasties are good. Yeah, 100%.
So you like
toasties.
bread?
I only like toasties, but the issue is I like the filling. But
What
you
if
can't
it's
eat that filling.
toast-
Oh, you're one of those
Uh,
deconstruction motherfuckers.
No, but you can't eat a filling without the bread because it's just.
You
I'm
know
not gonna
what?
eat a bowl.
You just
of
need to
chicken
go-
and, like an avocado and like cheese or something like that. You know, it's a bit.
You just need to go to
weird. You have
Italy.
to have the thing.
Alright, have some dukkha or some oil
Oh,
with it.
yeah.
I don't. I
Elite.
see. I don't like
No,
having oil on bread.
You'll like it in Italy.
No, no, you like
Because-
It's
it.
different, alright?
Yeah.
Italian oil,
No.
oh.
Don't argue about it.
My
Alright.
issue is though is I don't like having oil as a general thing. Like it's just
It's different.
Just
Like
so much.
This is an Australian extroversion.
when
It's
Yeah.
an Italian extroversion.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's extra version.
I'm sure I'd like. I feel that's the thing. It's like I'm sure I'd like the higher end stuff.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, like seafood. It's like, oh, nah, maybe, maybe I'm not the biggest fan of that, but like maybe the high end seafood, like if you go to like Japan and they give you proper clean
Yeah, proper actual
sushi that's like really
done.
good or whatever, you go, yeah, all right, I actually really enjoy that because it's done very well and people know what they're
You'd
doing.
probably
There.
like fresh
The
squid.
general
You'd probably
store bought
enjoy.
shit, nah. But like the proper, yeah, the specialty or the whatever, like if you go to a butcher's and get like some like piece of meat
Because,
from there,
I
it's
mean-
much better than like just getting some generic minute steak.
A lot of times you do buy it from like Coles and Woolies. No,
Yeah,
that meat has
100%.
gone through a lot of processes to get to the shelf.
Yeah,
When you buy it from a butcher's, it's literally probably come from the farm and they've cut it up in house.
cut it up in
Or,
house and done whatever
like-
you need to make it food
Yeah.
safe.
Or like
and
Wednesday
chicken
night, the squid came from the ocean. 2 hours later, we cooked it.
Yeah.
Like
super fresh. That'd be amazing.
Fresh.
Question.
It was excellent.
I got three things. First of all, go to Italy, Lachlan, and the nunnas will
Mamma
feed
mia.
you.
will.
Like you have curly hair, the nunnas will feed you.
Yeah.
The nonnas will love
Second
you.
of all,
Yeah.
okay, I forgot second of all, but third of all,
Second of all,
shut the fuck up.
Mhm.
No, it's
You
third.
secondable now.
No, it's third because I can't remember the second, and then
Yeah, but
I'll
you
come
can
back
make this
to
Yeah,
one
but
it.
you don't have a
and then
second.
said
No,
else
I
Yeah,
do
you
have a
second
second.
one.
No, I do. It's somewhere
No,
in the
just tell us, shut
Ethernet.
up.
Now shut up.
Uh,
Anyway, third of all,
brain's at max capacity.
it is at max capacity.
What's the brain,
All-
like 100 petabytes or something? And you've got about 3.
I've got about 2
I don't know
megabytes.
about that.
So have you guys noticed when you get a cut of meat, right, from Woolies or whatever, when you take it out, it is fucking filled with liquid, like water.
Yes, yeah, they
It
got a lot of water weight.
sucks ass.
A lot of them are like, because they're vacuum sealed, can be pretty like slimy as well.
And
Yeah.
I think they literally waterlog them so therefore they can go, oh yeah, this like
So they're a
20
little bit more plump.
yeah, literally.
bit more
So
weight.
so this like 110 gram steak is actually like 250, and now we can charge $18 for it. Well, more than that, like 36, and it's like no.
I'm just gonna get
Depending on
the quick cook Scotch fillets from Coles.
Yeah, they're good.
Garlic butter with it.
Nice.
Oh, you mean the
Pretty-
ones that have the garlic butter? with
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh, that's being a posh
Those
motherfucker.
aren't
I ain't doing
those
that.
aren't too bad, but like not best steaks. But it's if you
Yeah,
just want a
it's-
quick cook steak that's
Yeah.
thin meat,
Do you know what? There's
rather than
a
spending $20 on a 500 gram Scotch fillet.
Oh, you're not wrong. I like lately we've been butchering, like we bought like a rump. Back when I was trying to like lose weight a lot. We bought like a big rump portion, like I guess roast or whatever, and we cut it up, and then I was just vacuum sealing those and putting them in the freezer, and then like I just pull them out when I need, and I just have like a 700 kilo steak for the day. That was it.
That's good
And it was
700.
so
Did
good.
you say
Good-
700 kilo?
700 gram.
I'm like, bro,
Holy
you
shit.
good?
Why would you get
Giant.
700 kilo? That'd
How
be.
fat are your turds? Did you
Yeah.
see the one I sent you today?
I don't want to. No,
Oh
stop.
no,
God.
it was the size of a baseball, man. It was
No.
the
It
best
wasn't an
thing I've-
actual photo.
No, it was just me going like
Alright,
this.
just to
It was that
specify.
big. No, but hang on.
Jesus Christ.
I'll tell you a story about steak that we had the other day. So yesterday was Valentine's Day, right?
Yes.
And I
Dated.
was like, yeah, fair enough.
We've dated the video. Yep.
I know. I was here. We were on a date, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you missed out on a good fucking
After my
steak.
keyboard got fried.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Let me
We'll
finish,
get on to that
let me
one.
finish. Let's come back to that. All right. Let's not sunrise it, but let's come back
It's
to
a
that.
circle
right?
of life.
Yeah.
So anyway, I went to the shops, right, and I went to there's like this Asian grocers, right, and I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. Fuck, I need more caffeine. Anyway, so I went there and I was like, there's these two big fucking steaks, right? And I was like, holy shit, they're fucking massive. Like, I wonder they're gonna be like $80 or something like that. They're gonna be fucking expensive, right? Two of them came to 2 kilos worth of meat. 2 kilos.
Yeah.
How much do you think that would cost?
$100.
Because
Yeah.
I'll roughly show you how big the steaks were. They're like this.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Okay. So
it-
they were
it-
rump steaks, were they?
Yeah, they're like rumps
Yeah.
with beautiful gristle
It
on the
was
side.
like a 30-centimeter ruler from school.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
basically maybe a little bit more,
Bit longer than
a
that.
bit longer.
but
When
yeah.
when you lay it out completely, it's
Yeah.
a bit longer.
I'm gonna say, just for the idea, $60 maybe.
60.
Yeah.
How much do you
For a
think?
cheaper
Say
side of things.
$93.99.
$93.99. $44.
Pretty good.
I'm
I-
I'm
I-
obviously close.
That's-
What do I win?
Yeah.
Gold star on the wall.
Nothing. But no, I cooked these up, and the way I did it, there's these pans from IKEA, right? Fucking brilliant idea.
Yeah.
So they're supposed to be for fish, right?
Oh, those are the long ones.
Yeah, not the long ones. They have like little grid inside them.
Yeah,
right? Tin pan, deep pan. They have a little grid that you're supposed to be able to put the fish in, cook it, and then you pull it out, right? Well, I flipped the grid upside down so it was raised, right? So I put all the veg underneath, right? Cooked that all in oil, put that in there for like 30 minutes, and then I took it back out, put the steaks on top of the grids, right? Seasoned and whatnot, oiled and everything, put them back in for an hour. Then I flipped them, put them back in for another hour. Well, nearly another hour, like 30 minutes, right? And then I took them out. Steaks were perfect. Put the the veg back in for like 30 minutes. Cooked the veg until it was golden brown. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
The idea of cooking a steak for 2 hours is crazy.
Well, Taylor likes her steaks grey.
Oh, well, would you?
Fucking grey.
Brutal.
You mean dead times 2?
Yeah.
No, it's dead time 7, mate.
Like,
It's so
Jesus
far.
Bro.
Christ. Yeah.
it needs some redness.
I wanted
need
to
a bit
do
of
it in a
redness
pan.
it. I'm happy with. I'll go anywhere between rare, to medium rare, to medium rare, was it medium well?
Medium well,
I think
yeah.
that's where I'm happy. Like if
I mean,
you,
rare to medium rare.
yeah, same.
Ribeyes.
That's my ideal,
Look,
especially for a ribeye or something like that, or a Scotch fillet.
Mm.
If it's a little bit more than that, so be it. I'm still gonna. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I
even
mean,
if
I'll
it's
still eat it.
overcooked, I'll still eat it.
I've overcooked a few steaks.
Yeah, I've
Who
done
hasn't,
it a
like-
couple times. My issue now is I undercook mine. So I somehow I get mine right usually, but I undercook my parents because they're like
Yeah.
we like medium to medium well. They don't like it when there's like a lot like blood or anything coming out. And I'm like I want it rare or medium rare, like ideally medium rare. And they're like, nah, we like a little bit further.
We
And
want it
so
a bit cooked.
but I like cook theirs for longer, and
Do you-
then they come out less cooked than mine.
do you
Okay.
cook theirs first?
Yeah, I do.
Cook
Yeah.
yours
Because
first.
it's colder.
Mm.
Yeah.
So the once the pan's like fully hot, then you can just blast the shit out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just easier for me to cook both the steaks at the same
Yeah.
time because they were so big.
Mm.
Okay, how did you fuck up keyboard?
You know what? Talking about keyboards, I learned a
Yeah.
lot of things about keys this morning while I was...
Were we talking about keyboard?
No, just on that topic.
Okay. Yeah.
Is, obviously there's different, like,
I thought we were.
there's
I
different
was there.
key types on a keyboard. And I was like,
Yeah.
Corsair have, like, different types. And there's the optical
Oh
ones
yeah.
that don't have much, like, you can't mod them much. And then what is it, like, mechanical?
Yes.
And I was weighing up if I wanted to just get a mechanical or an optical for my keys.
Or membrane. Don't get membrane.
Yeah. So I read up an optical and like it's really good, like fast response time, but it's horrible for typing, apparently.
Yeah.
Because it's like the movement in them is like minimal, so you literally
You can
press it and it
Easily
activates.
double tap.
And it's like for like pro gamers, and I'm like, well, I'm in no way a pro gamer at all.
Yeah.
I'm an amateur at best.
Look, I really don't think until you get into esports,
Yeah, you don't.
if
need-
you're saying that you need an optical to increase your performance, you're lying.
You're
to
not gonna-
yourself.
you're lying.
You just want it because
Yeah.
it's a nice keyboard.
Exactly.
And I'll 100% get it if you like the keyboard.
It was
I
like
have
$20
a-
more or something, and I was like,
Everyone's like Cherry MX Reds. They're as a brand, like the Cherry MX series. They go, the Reds are the best for gaming. I'm like, that's nice, but I really like the clicking noise.
yeah,
The blues. So I bought blues. They're one of the worst because they're heavy
they are.
and they're clicky. And people are like, no, you got to put a lot of actuation to it. I'm like, mate, maybe
Who
I got
cares?
strong fingers, but I don't care.
That's what I was
That
weighing
doesn't
up
affect me.
between. Is I was weighing between. Yeah, I didn't go blue because it was $300 for a keyboard.
Oh, really?
And I was like, well, I'm not spending $300.
Yeah.
So I did go MX Red in the end.
Yeah.
Instead of, because it's like brown or red, and brown's like,
Don't get brown.
yeah,
There's
brown's
a
like,
reason they're brown.
Exactly.
Exactly. Their shit.
it's mid-level, like, it's more for typing enthusiasts
Yeah.
and then partial gamers. And I'm like, well, I would love to go blue, but it's $300 for a keyboard. So I went to MX Cherry Red.
Blues just sound good.
Yeah. And that's
But-
why I wanted to do it, but I'm like, I don't want to spend another $100.
Don't get them in an office. Bad for an office.
I
People would kill you.
they'll murder you. So I went Cherry MX Red.
Yeah.
So I went in the end.
You can also get you put O-rings on them.
Yeah.
And like
I
people
did
like
hear about that.
you can get lubed and O-ringed keyboards. Sounds really weird. It's
But
not
you
a
can.
sex thing, I swear. But you can do that, and it's very quiet and like subtle.
Yeah.
One of my mates, he's built like a couple custom keyboards, and the one that he has at the moment, he's like, I think they're inks or something like that, but he's got it lubed and O-ringed and stuff. No, he doesn't have it O-ringed, but he's like got it lubricated. It's got a copper backplate.
Right.
You're like, okay,
What's the
I
point?
don't know how that works. It's like a $500 keyboard or something.
Yeah.
Like that, and you're like, okay, that's crazy,
It's
but
fucked.
hopefully it sounds like marble.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're tapping on marble.
So that's cool.
What it sounds like. I'm like, it sounds really cool. And it sounds so clean and crisp, but like, yeah, I like the
Yeah.
clickiness of my blues.
That's what I'm worried is the reds don't have a lot of clickiness to them.
Yeah.
Because the one I originally had was an MX Cherry, like rapid fire,
Okay.
or something.
Yeah.
So it meant actuation was good, but it had a good clicky sound to it.
What brand was it?
It was Corsair. That's what I've always gone
Okay.
with my keyboards.
I think they do MX. Because
Yeah.
I know Logitech uses like Roma G's. And,
Yeah, they do.
yeah.
Yeah, so they use MX, cherries. And I was like, I literally sat there for like half hour. I'm like, I don't fucking know much about keys. I bought my keyboard 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Something.
And then forgot all of it.
And then forgot everything
Yeah,
since I last looked it up. And I'm like, oh no, I don't want to buy optical because if I ever want to like mod certain keys on my keyboard or anything, or
Yeah.
just for any reason, just because I'm bored and I want to spend money,
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just go mechanical.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
If you
Ordered it.
you can always buy there's also keyboards you can buy where you can just change the switches.
Yeah.
So you could literally go,
And
I
this-
don't want these reds anymore. I want blues. Or I
And
want
this keyboard
greens
you
or...
can.
Nice.
Is that people mod them all the time.
What where'd you go with in the end?
It's the K70 Pro something.
Is that Corsair?
Yeah. I just wanted to
right.
get the same keyboard because I've liked it always.
That's good. Yeah.
And I was going to get
understand.
what is it? Is it 60%? They're called or something?
Oh, like a 65%.
I wanted to,
yeah.
but I need my numpad for the games we play.
Numpads are so good.
Like,
I
you don't...
I got the 65% from Ducky.
Mm.
That's great. And I love it. Like I think I just keep buying Ducky. I wanted the Year of the Dragon one, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was that. I can't remember if I don't think it was available or whatever in one that I wanted. But the 65% without a key numpad. My only issue is like sometimes I want the numpad.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have the desk space.
And that's what I was like weighing up. I was like, like I play DayZ too often.
Yeah.
A lot of time you need your numpad and
Yeah.
certain servers or stuff, or you use it on that side, or Armor uses it.
Range up, range down.
Yeah, range up, range down. Like you need certain buttons in that game, and like I just can't
You need
do without it.
You need the full extent to
And
like operate.
It's almost a godsend that my keyboard got fried last night. Is that it had a really thick cable and 2 USB ports on it, and then it had the back USB port for like a mouse as well. But now they've upgraded to USB-Cs, and it's just a small cable,
Nice.
and like it's more streamlined keyboards now.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right,
Yeah, mine's USB.
can't say I'm not disappointed anymore.
Yeah, mine's USB to USB. Sorry, USB A to USB C.
Yeah, and that's what that's what that one is. USB A, USB C. I was like, sick, excellent.
Yeah,
Because USB C, I'm screwed. I don't have USB C on my PC, so
I do now. I don't use it,
yeah,
but I have it. Nothing I have is usually C to C.
I'll have to get a USB adapter if I did that.
Especially because I got Apple. I got Lightning at the moment.
Yeah.
Mine's not a brand new Apple. It's getting cracked. I've got like all these bubbles coming up. The screen's coming off. But doing all right.
We don't talk about my phone.
Yeah, your phone's covered in plaster and
My
paint.
phone's covered in paint. It barely works half the time.
Oh, jeez.
This backing on my phone used to be clear.
Can it come off?
Yeah, it can come off.
Okay. I was wondering if it could come off yet, or still or not. But yeah, very nice. I think a guitar pick in there.
Yeah,
It's covered in just.
I found a guitar pick one day and I put it in the back of my phone and it's never left in like 5 years.
My phone has actually split on the side here, like right on the power power button there.
Oh, that's terrible.
And it's just like, okay, and like you can see the discoloration where I've like worn it out, and like it's gone wet a couple times because like my waterproofing hasn't worked on my bike.
Yeah.
It was getting just ruined, absolutely decimated, but it's still working just fine.
Best thing that I love is all the ports down the bottom, right, on mine.
Yep.
Because like when you take it out, you can see all the paint.
It's still there.
Like, it's all just fucking white. I'm surprised it even charges. Like, Jesus Christ.
I just got a lot of cracks on my screen protector.
Yeah, same. Mine's all screen protect stuff, and now it's bubbling up. And like this one in the middle here, where it's like 2 lines, there's a crack down. There's like a fracture, like a Harry Potter lightning bolt kind of scar through it. There was a little bubble there. And I was like, I'll push it out. And I like pushed it, and then it started making a bigger bubble. It's like, no, I'll push this back, and then it extended to like half.
It's got worse and worse.
Like, yeah, cool. I'm just gonna leave that one.
Don't touch it.
And now I've got one coming up in the corner.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Well, don't
talk about your phone.
Yeah.
No, we just did.
Yeah. This isn't like I went to Apple, and got a screen protector from them because I was like, I'm already here. I'll get a screen protector, and I'll get a case from them. It should be good. It'll work. And it was like. They're like, oh yeah, it's this it's like aluminium oxide basically. So it's clear aluminium is what the screen is made out of, or like whatever. It's supposed to be like a ruby or sapphire kind of thing, right?
Mm.
And I was like, okay, whatever. And they're like, yeah, $140. I'm like, yeah, cool, all right. Well, I'll do it, I guess. But like, and it survived. I've
Steve
dropped it a couple
Jobs.
times, and only the screen protector's cracked. So
Is it Steve Jobs
working.
that did the fucking Apple, or was it Jeff
It
Bezos?
was.
Which one?
It was
Who?
still, it's Steve Jobs, but
Yeah, Steve
now
Jobs
it's not him
breathed on
anymore.
it.
Like Tim Cook now.
Oh, whatever.
Because Steve Jobs passed away.
Anyway, he breathed on it. He licked it.
Jeff
That's
Bezos
why-
is Amazon.
Oh yeah, that's it too.
He retired in a hard way, Steve Jobs.
Yeah. Yeah,
Died.
unfortunately. Yeah.
Imagine that
R.I.P.
you walk into work and
Because
it's like, oh, where's Steve? Oh, he retired hardcore. What do you mean he retired hardcore? He died.
Yeah, he passed
Fucking
away.
hell.
Yeah, not ideal.
He took his pro rata and some.
Yeah.
It's a rich man's heaven.
Exactly. But yeah, like obviously it's getting kind of crazy with like the things, and it's only a matter of time until you drop your phone or something like that. And
Yeah.
it's like,
I drop mine all the time. I don't know how it's not more cracked.
I kick mine.
I haven't. I don't drop mine often. The times I have dropped it, I dropped it screen down, on a rock, and like cracked it while I was cleaning my bike chain. And I was like, "That's a rip. That's a rip."
I did that with my last phone. We were walking up a hill from the petty station, a little drunk, and I didn't have shoes on because I'd taken them off and died something with them, and my phone dropped and went face first on the concrete.
Brutal.
Was that cool? Cool,
There it
cool.
goes.
You know, when you're 6 feet up, Adam, you tend to fall a further distance.
Yeah. You know, you also get the rain first, so fuck off.
Yeah.
No, you can just duck down,
And guess what?
and then you get it first.
When I'm up on the mountain, it's not rain, mate.
Yeah, it's me pissing.
Down on us.
No, it's me. Ah.
The
Anyway, you go. Sorry.
the fucking hell. Yeah, I remember at school, you were like, you showed me your screen. I was like, what'd you do to your screen? And you're like, yeah, I was in the gym or whatever, and I like threw my phone on my bag, and it happened to hit the zip, and it shattered.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is brutal.
Remember that? It's my Note 10 Plus.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
I was like, that is not ideal. That's not what you want.
It's so annoying, like simple things like that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, you do get things like that. And you're like, okay, cool. Just happened to hit it.
It's like how I broke my I think it was an S22 I had. I was playing a carnival game at Hijinks in Sydney, and I was leaning over the fence to cheat, and I broke the signal receiver in my phone, so I could no longer receive mobile signal. And like, so I went to Telstra in Sydney. I was like, "Can you just give me a new like SIM card? I think it's effed."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Sure," and it worked for like 10 minutes, and then it just broke.
Right.
So I had to get warranty on it. Lucky the phone was still on warranty. There was no actual cracks in the screen. It was just a screen protector. And I got given like a Google Pixel 2 or something. I shit his phone for like 3 weeks. I got my new, and then I got like the warranty phone finally back. Hadn't put a screen protector on it yet. Worked at work, leaned against a metal trolley, cracked screen. 3 weeks.
Yeah, you don't have much luck, eh?
I was folding wetsuits.
Folding wetsuit.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have much luck with tech. So.
No, it's because of my job as well.
Yeah.
Working in the outdoors, you destroy your phone.
Well, even prior to that, I think
I was bad with it prior to that as
you're
well.
a bit of a man of the carbon touch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tech doesn't
Everything
like
you
me.
touch turns to carbon.
Yeah. It was like, it was a Friday morning, my final kayaking session, is we chose to go to Normanville Beach instead of Maiponga Reservoir. And it was like dumping waves. So I had to hop in the water to be able to get kids over these waves. And it was just like, kids don't listen.
No,
Fair
no.
enough. So one kid kept trying to get himself in. He capsized 4 or 5 times.
No.
Like you just kept watching the kayak flip over, him get pushed over by a wave, and you're like, just chill, man. Just wait for me to help you. And I forgot that my phone was like in a dry bag on my PFD. And dry bags only last so long.
Yeah.
And like after 15
matter of
minutes,
time.
after 15 minutes helping these kids, I looked down, I was like, oh, dry bags in. You just see me bobbing in the water with like a dry bag sitting on my head. Because I just stay in the water to help kids, and I'm just like this. Dry bag on top of my head, and I open it up like 45 minutes later, and it was a little wet on the inside. I'm like, please don't kill my phone, salt water.
Yeah. Phones are surprisingly good at surviving water, which is nice.
Better than it used to be.
Oh, 100%. Like you can drop them like you can drop in a pool, pick them up out of the water. As long as you don't charge your phone,
Straight away, like
you should be fine.
put it in a bag of rice.
Yeah, exactly. Chuck it in a bag of rice or something like that, and you should be fine.
You know, they say you really shouldn't do that because of it's like the residue from the rice can like fuck up the inside of your phone.
That doesn't surprise me either, yeah.
Yeah.
Then they also say silica balls. You know those like that you get in your little
Shoes.
packaging and stuff like that? Yeah, shoes, whatever. They're really good at getting water out of things.
Yeah, they absorb.
How many do you have to take before you actually have enough to fill something like that?
What are you doing? Running through a shoe shop and just grabbing them all, just being like, man.
That's amazing. Like you buy like
You can buy them.
Oh, yeah.
individually, yeah.
I might like vitamin C gummies have them. Crack open that bag, chuck them into a thing, and they like absorb water and shit. But each one's so minute. How small of a piece of like you're gonna need like 100 of those sachets.
You need like millions
Yeah.
just to make a.
It's like you last night when my keyboard got fried. Let's put it in rice. You're like, you think I have like 6 kilos of rice
Yeah, I
for
know.
a keyboard?
I like it's going to be a bit rough, but like you could try if you had rice for it. You could just, to be fair, you get a bag of rice and cut it open, just pour it into
You get
the
one of
keyboard.
those big ones from like Coles.
Yeah,
Put it
exactly.
straight in.
To be fair, we bought like a 10-kilo bag from Costco because I do a lot of rice for my meal preps for
Oh,
like,
okay,
work.
fair enough.
So I have a lot of rice.
Do you use a rice cooker or a pot?
Yeah, we have a rice cooker. It tends to overcook it though.
Oh,
Kind of
that
annoying.
sucks.
It cooks it like 2 minutes longer than it needs to be.
You're not using it right.
Hey, mate, it was like a $25
Oh, there you
rice
go.
cooker. It does a good job for the most part, but like it doesn't. It's not as good as like maybe if you got a proper one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always interesting like trying to do that, and you're like, okay, this rice is undercooked. Cool. All right, this one's overcooked. Right.
Cool.
It's the same setting. We've literally put the same amount of water that you asked for each time, but okay, whatever. But you know what?
You're just like
I'll roll
3
with the
mil
punches.
too
I
much.
can deal with some undercooked rice. I can deal with some overcooked rice. I'll deal with
It
it.
just needs to be perfect every time.
Yeah,
Come on,
just-
rice cooker.
Yeah, exactly.
Do your shit right.
Yeah, you've got one job. I bought
One
you
job.
specifically
You're a
to do
fucking rice
rice.
cooker.
It's like the
Good.
toaster. What is your job, toast?
Sure, you can put
I
it into a
failed you.
pot and boil it for or cook it for however long.
So many
Easy
people
enough.
screw that up now.
But
Cooking
it's easy to
rice.
screw up. Yeah.
It's not well,
Like reversing trailers is an art form. Cooking rice is an art form.
I can cook rice in a pot, like whether or
We didn't
not
ask
it's.
for your opinion.
Oh
Yeah.
well, okay. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But no, have you seen how Americans make tea? They microwave the water. What's
That's apparently that's really dangerous.
That is. It's
Because-
fucking weird.
You can end up. Not even the fact that
You can
it's-
end up with a headbutt. Someone sees you.
headbutt?
No. If a roomie
Oh.
walks in and sees you microwaving fucking water in a cup, I'm gonna headbutt you. I'm just gonna full on just. What are you doing?
Yeah. Nah. With microwaving water, there's a thing where people are like, oh, I wanted to get to boiling point, quicker to get to boiling. But the issue is that it like won't actually, because of the way it works, it won't actually bubble up.
No, it won't.
Like
It'll
that?
boil from the inside. Shit
Yeah.
microwaves from the inside out, not from
Yeah.
the outside in.
Yeah.
Which you need
Or you end up with a boiling hot plate and stone cold
water.
pizza,
Yeah,
whatever
pizza,
you put
yeah.
on there. Yeah.
So you have a
You're
really
like,
hot
cool.
cup and a really cold water, and it's
Yeah.
like makes no
Um,
sense.
But like, and you can never get it right. Never get it right.
No, no.
But with your water, if you boil it in the microwave, you can have things where like I've seen it where it looks fine. It looks like normal water, barely any steam coming off of it or anything like that, and you put a piece of paper into it, or like a piece of paper towel, and it boils up and goes out the cup. Like,
No.
it throws out the cup because it like is like in a weird
in
state
a- it's
where
in a-
it's boiling, but it's not actually
It's
reacting.
not in a state of motion.
Yeah.
The
So
little ones
it's
running
a
around.
very, very weird one.
See if that
Um,
works.
But yeah, you end up with things like that. Very, very weird. You really shouldn't do it.
No, you shouldn't. I just get confused on
Heat up
why
your
people.
heat up your coffee if you've left it for too long.
Oh
sure,
yeah,
fine.
100%. But
Tea,
like,
sure, fine.
because there's a milk aspect in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
There's a fatty and chemicals in there, or fatty fucking milk. Anyway, my concept is right. Why do Americans boil their water And then like
Just let the Americans do their thing, man.
no, like
Right.
this is why they failed because
Us Australians
got
were
rid
doing
of
their
the
thing.
Victorian or
Boston-
British? Who knows?
Or
they got
American
rid-
at this point.
they
Yeah.
got rid of the tea. That's what
He's gonna
happened.
start microwaving his water.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna kill you if you start doing that.
I'm gonna send you a video
No
tonight.
microwave.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
I'm gonna
that.
put a cup of water in the microwave. And I'll put my finger and be like, look, it's cold. And then when I take it out, look, it's hot.
And I'll be like, yeah, I'll throw you over with the Boston Tea Party. Now, come on. No, but like, yeah, I've just there's so many videos of people just boiling water.
I'm
on
gonna make sure the
stove,
tea
and
bag's
it's like-
in there while it boils.
Yeah,
That way you can see how well it's diffusing and like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill both of you.
I'm gonna have a black tea, green tea, and peppermint tea at the exact same time in the same cup.
And I'm gonna mix
With
them
chamomile tea as well.
Can we kill him?
up. You're the British. You can do it.
Sadly
so is
enough,
he.
we
Sacrilege.
colonized. Yeah, we
Absolute
colonized most
sacrilege.
places. Now we got kicked out.
Yeah.
Sad. Okay, now what do we want this podcast to be about?
What do you mean?
Well, we kind of ran in here with somewhat of an idea, and then kind of came up to a nothing, and then came up with just random shit. Is this basically what it's gonna be like?
I
Well-
think we happened to. The only thing we thought about was Aaron got his keyboard destroyed accidentally.
Water and electronics don't mix.
Yeah, they do
No,
not
they
mix.
do
I didn't know that.
Have you seen the logos of like "Don't fuck with electronics, kids"? And it's like that light bulb with a fucking switchblade to a kid's
Lightning
leg.
and a hand and
Yeah.
a cross. Yep, don't do it.
No,
I
no,
think you
that one,
should
that's the
do it.
nice one. I like the
Oh,
other
okay.
one where it's a light bulb with like an electrical body with a switchblade to a kid's throat. It's just
What
like,
is that? I've
don't
never
fuck
seen
with
that one.
electronics.
What kind of weird
kids.
thing do you look at, man?
Yeah.
We don't
Alright,
want to
anyway,
talk
yeah,
about
that
that.
podcast. Well, as we said, these first, few months episodes can just be us talking.
Yeah, we'll figure it. We'll
See
figure
what
it out.
happens,
Yeah.
and then we'll figure it out.
It was
time.
fun.
It's only,
Viewers
this
can
is
give us input.
this is the
I
first
don't-
episode.
I'm not going to read comments because I can't read. So
This is the first episode, okay?
I'll read them
This-
for us.
this is
and
the
then I'll
first
be sad
episode,
when they
air
tell us we're
quotes.
shit.
Yeah.
fuck off. It's the first
Nothing
episode.
needs
air
to be
quotes.
scrapped, so we're good.
We're totally not on episode 4 now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Fucking
Adam's been toned back and he's been tamed, and we're good now.
We're reining him in. He's understanding.
He's reined
how to
in.
talk.
He understands.
We just have a large whiteboard mixed with
Just
shit that I
sugarcoat it.
can't say.
That
It's
says,
right in
"Do
front of
not
him."
Say, and then this. Yep.
It's just me on that whiteboard that says
Yeah,
cannot
there's
say.
no one else on that. No one else has done anything
is
wrong.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll put my name on there and
Ma-
put one topic.
Maybe
It's not bad.
maybe one day we'll just let me do a whole whiteboard of shit that I can't say.
Yeah, cancelled.
Yeah, but that we can't.
Okay.
I
That'd be
guess,
fun.
shall we wrap up now?
Well, how long have we been going for?
We've been going for about an hour and a half.
Hour and a half? Yeah,
Almost.
Yeah.
That's right
I
about
think
it.
that's,
We've demolished the charcuterie board
Yeah.
and also the
demolished,
fucking
a latte and a whiskey, and
I
latte.
realised
We'll
I
see.
didn't eat anything till this.
I had leftover taco mix from last night,
I had a boost.
and it was vegan.
Oh, nice. I had a.
vegan.
What
It's
kind of?
actually good though.
Would you use crushed ants?
No, you just get vegan.
That's literally against vegans. That's still animals.
It's still animals.
Insects don't count, man.
Yeah, they
Adam,
do,
you
man.
just
Anyway.
get vegan mints, all right? Mushroom
There's
onions.
no such thing as vegan mints.
That's what it's called. Just
That's like a soybean kind of mix.
Yeah,
but-
Okay,
soybean.
if I grind up
Alright.
a
Soybeans are
pig
good.
But
though.
it'll-
and call it,
I'm not saying it
not-
tastes the same as
Mm.
meat, but if you season it right, it's a similar
You
texture.
get similar.
Remember, I am a meat eater.
I know,
I am not a vegan.
but I'm just saying you can't grind up a pig and say it's halal. It's not. So it's
Yeah.
just
No,
Exactly.
it's halal if it's been blessed in the right way, all right?
Yeah.
exactly no. It has to be blessed upon slaughter.
Yeah.
You can't just grind it up and say it's halal. No, it doesn't work.
No, so they have to bless it, and then you can.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
know how it
We
works.
definitely
I'm,
should
I'm
just wrap
trying
up.
to
We're going to wrap
contradict-
up right now.
Ah. Yeah, we're not going
That's,
on a rant.
that's what we're going down the track.
Yeah, fucking
to-
gone off
About
on
to
a rant.
ruin.
Going on a rant.
So thanks for listening to the Rejects
Yeah.
Roundtable. I'm Aaron.
I'm Lachlan,
And I'm Adam.
and,
And
we'll
Adam
see you
is
next
banned.
time.
I'm not banned, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's banned.
No.
see you
I'm
next
not
time.
We're
banned.
gonna kick
No,
him out
shut
of
the
his
fuck
own
up.
thing.
No.
Good luck, mate.